We like this shit, see.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Contest of Speed AM2 Round 9. We are here in Hungary at the Hungaroring for Round 9 of this championship. Joining me in the booth is Sween Beans. I am BK. Sweens, how we doing tonight?
We are hanging in there. Round 9, as you were saying. I'm excited to see who's going to execute best here tonight.
That looks like a dry session to start out with here. Got a few cars already heading out on track. Let's jump on board with one of them right now as we round one of the shorter tracks in the calendar, but one of the more hectic ones. Very difficult to overtake here. And let's take a quick look at that track map. You can see 4.381 kilometers, 2.7 miles, 14 turns, just 2 DRS zones, one very short one. It's not even really a good chance to overtake. One legitimate opportunity for overtaking, and that's going to be into turn 1. See how often we get any overtaking tonight. Very narrow track, but I'm sure these gentlemen who are always racing super close together and super fair will put on an absolute show for us tonight. We've learned to expect absolutely nothing less. And let's actually jump on board with the man who's going to be taking us around a lap to start out with. We got DB the best in the kick Sauber. Sweet, do you want to take us around for a lap on board with the kick driver? Means may have missed the call there. That's turn 1. Open up the DRS, going towards turn 2 now. Oh no, a little connection issue. Anyways, back to the action with the DB the best. He's now navigating himself through the chicane. Very difficult, and now into a little bit more of a higher speed chicane. Really about compromise here. How much do you want to give on the first part? Give up on the exit on the second part. Now we're almost flat out through the right-hander. Hangs on within track limits very nicely there. That's just a couple more turns to navigate now. He's going to set the benchmark, and we'll jump on board with the Haas of Cam Tizzle. He's been on a bit of a charge. It's a 1:15.1. Cam is next across the line, and his teammate getting a bit of a tow from him. Good Kool-Aid man, not too far behind those two gentlemen. Next, Blaze I think is in 10th position. He's about to start a lap. I think he is on a flyer. We'll stay on board. Ragley 1:15.4. Pablo 115.1, pretty close to DB there. Got a Red Bull coming across the line that could be Spanini. He's very quick in qualifying usually, and there he goes up to pole position for the Red Bull. Got no chat open right now, so let me that. There we go. Someone add me on Xbox Red Arrow. Oh, gonna have to ask Sweens for that. Might be a through EA Red Arrow. There we go. We got him in the session. Take a look now. Some good salt is on a lap. He is your championship leader. He goes purple in the sector 3. Not quite close enough to knock Spanini off the front step there. Good, great lap though. Both those drivers into the 14s with their bankers. It's going to allow them to really open up in the last few attempts here. Got another driver out on their out lap here. Nick AC returning to the grid after a couple of weeks off. Welcome back, sir. Lando is also on his out lap. Let's jump on board with the McLaren driver. And just in case you hadn't noticed yet, we do have Cost Bets is live with the qualifying prediction. You can throw in some channel points, see if you can guess right of who's, if anyone's going to dip into the sub 14.4, I believe, is a mark. Right now, 3/10 away, 3.5 tenths away. Maybe this McLaren driver has something to say about that. We fly now into turn 2. Easy to hit the curb and get a little out of balance on that one. Turn 3 now. Wide open up the hill. Blind corner coming up. You can see there over the crest. Purple sector 1. Keeps it valid. Nicely done. Into turn 6. Or sorry, that's turn 5. Now into turn 6 and 7. Chicane we go. Keeps it tidy. No bouncing over the curbs there. Through 8 and 9. Finally, the last little kink of 10. Then it's on to this mini straight, just about flat out through there. Turn 12 now, heavy braking zone. Throw the car in pretty aggressively. And just 2 more braking zones to go. Final turn, turn 14. Orlando slings it onto the right side of the road. And jumps on that power on the exit. 15.0 P3 for the McLaren driver. Really solid start for his qualifying as well. That anybody in that top few drivers is going to be happy to push for their next few runs. That over-under line is pretty close to what we could see as the maximum here. Who knows? Track evolution and a fresh set of tires can do a lot. Check in one of our new drivers on the grid. He is just jumping in the pits. Hey yo, a new driver on the grid. Welcome to Contest of Speed. Looking forward to see what he can do. Also another new driver just behind him in the order. Also jumping in the pits is Padasi. Both those drivers just joining in recently, so looking forward to see what they can do tonight. Are expecting one more driver to join us. Looks like there is very little confidence in the capabilities of these drivers tonight of going on the under. Mind you that Spanini is in the session, very quick in qualifying. He could easily bring us to the under, but let's see. 1.5k on the under, 9.5k on the over. Oh, dropped out. Happened there? By the way, jump on board with the Red Bull here. He's just about to start his second flyer. Okay, Rob, I'm checking. I am checking. Oh man, looks like Sweeney's having some technical issues. That's okay. I'll carry us until we can hopefully get him back in the session. Oh my God, Spanini, 5/10 up nearly. If you haven't smacked the under yet, this is about to be smacked. So here he comes, the Red Bull driver, half a second up on his provisional pole time. Oh, that might have been over, but the game gives it to him, and it's a 14-3-1-5. Congratulations to those who picked the under. I'm gonna pick that right now. There we go. Benini, 114.3. Some good salt, not too far behind. Let's see if we can jump on board with a Ferrari driver championship leader, using a little bit more curve than what we saw Spanini take there. Lovely Violet in the chat once again. We had a bit of a chat with a couple of the more frequent viewers last week, just seeing who's cheering for who. Good to see you back cheering on your man. Salt is on a charge as of last week. Absolutely brilliant performance in Spa. Race pace, unbelievable. Just jumped ahead of the grid, flew away. They had nothing to say to him. Will he be able to repeat that same performance in Hungary? He's coming across the line now. Does improve slightly. That's not going to be enough to dethrone Smanini yet again. He is just a little bit behind, and DB the best while we're talking there. Jumps up into P3. Nicely done there for the kick driver. Pablo out on a fly right now. It looks like he's letting a car by. Could potentially be... Man, nicely done from the Alpine, up to P5. Still 7 minutes left in qualifying. Those of you watching in the chat, any suggestions on what the race prediction should be? What do you want to gamble your points on tonight? Got a carte blanche at the moment for what it could be. See if we can catch someone on their lap. Who have we not been on board with yet? Oh man. New driver, Padasi. Maybe on a flyer, may not be. I think they are on a flyer. Let's see what their sector time is looking like. 2/10 above of what their previous benchmark was. Red arrow is already done a lap. On right now, let's check in with him. A couple drivers still yet to improve for their bankers before we go into the final run. Penalties, Rob. So over under or total drivers with penalties? Improves by 2/10 for Red Arrow. Nicely done. Up to 14th. Gonna have a little more time to find some more improvement on that lap. Who do we have here? We have a kick coming across the line. Could be AO. Oh, AO just jumped up into position, so I believe that was him. Boy, so hard to tell what blue is. Van Dude, I think, is on his out lap. Oh, to start a lap now. I know there's quite a few members of the Bandute fan club who usually check in, so let's jump on board with the Visa driver. He's inside the top 10 right now, but of course, it's still plenty of time for drivers to improve, so looking to find a step forward at this point of qualifying. 5 minutes left, gonna have plenty of time to get some fresh boots on for his final attempt, but this one is quite important as well. Able to open a bit of a gap on his banker. It is going to pay huge dividends. I mean, obviously Spanini is just gone and away, but from Fraggley down, it's a Red Bull 1-2, not to mention it, Fraggley. What a performance from them. We completely missed that. Fraggley, oh, Bandu's not quite improving right now. He's just on the edge. But Fraggley, oh, I am part of the Red Bull team, obviously, and I get to read their chats some weeks, and they're just improving every week. So it's just getting better and better. So good to see Cam Tizzle up to 5th. He's pushing on. I believe that his completely drained his battery. He finished his lap. Everybody's kind of getting ready for their final runs now. It looks like Hood could be complete. Rob, if you don't mind, would you mind doing the prediction for the race? Do you have an idea of what you want to do for penalties? If it's over, under, how many drivers, doesn't matter to me. But whichever one, set it up, and it's all up to you. Good Kool-Aid man with a purple sector too. He's pushing on. Got a driver in front of him though, in the Williams. Oh no, is this? Oh my goodness. That's something. Not too pleased from the Haas there. As you can understand, Orlando is at a purple sector 1. Just in case you missed that. Take a look there. Hood Cooler Man was improving on his lap time. Williams in front of him. Not sure which car that was. Likely find himself into his room after this one. Oh, tough. Lando, 2/10 improvement now. This is going to be huge. Is he going to put himself in between the Red Bulls and have a little Red Bull sandwich? Whereas, yeah, I figured. Orlando comes around final corner as Pablo's already calling the winner of the Hungarian GP. Oh, it's, man, 3 drivers in a 1:14.7. Oh my goodness, it is so tight up there. I'm gonna just quickly switch to a driver who could potentially be about to start a lap. We have Aston Martin, that is Erwin, I believe. Jump on board with Erwin. He's about to start his flying lap. And we'll have a Mercedes after him. Comms chat. Oh, can I swing another invite? Yep, I can absolutely do that. Give me a second. I can use my phone for that. Okay, you should have an invite there, Sweens. Sorry about that. No more Red Bull sandwich. Fragley is just absolutely cooking, man. Yeah, he's on one. Erwin here, flying through sector 2. We'll have the Mercedes, I believe. Oh, come in, Sweens. Is that you? AKC after Gerwin. 11th or 12th. Gerwin flying around the final corner now. Just got to get the power down. He's improved by 7/10. Just Nick AC there, I think. Oh. Is all coming around the final corner. Red arrow improves slightly. Got Red Bulls coming across the line next. Qualifying has not completed yet, but all these drivers are on flyers, I believe. Nope. If not for Fragley. Yes, they are. They're just low on ERS, and they improved just a little bit. Any corners to go yet. Orlando, no, Male Carton is going to be next across the line from 18th. What can he do? Oh, he is just about to start his lap, so he timed that very well. Swanini coming across the line, set his lap here. Doesn't improve that time. And qualifying has completed, so you can see everybody finishing their laps now. I believe that was AEO coming across the line. Rob's boy may be the next one too. Nope. Garwin, he is pitting. And dude, next driver. Improves by 2/10 up to 7th. Man, it's getting crazy tight up at the top. Got one last Mercedes coming into the pit lane. No Karn, I believe. Not the next one. Let's check in with the Red Bulls. That's Fragley jumping in the pits. Haas maybe. Cam Tizzle looking to improve on his qualifying position. Is crazy tight at the top. Just a little improvement will help. And he gets it up to P5. Nicely done for him. Got an Alpine coming across the line. Is that Shipman? Yeah, Shipman jumps up to P8. Fragley staying in P4. Pablo jumps up to P3. It's quickly replaced by Some Good Salt. And it's all, everybody's coming across the line at the same time. Hood Kool-Aid Man, I believe, maybe one of the last drivers. He jumps up to P3 as I switch to him. Last driver finding the time. Oh my god, the time's tumbling right at the end. Down to 14.315. Male Carton as well, finding a decent chunk of time there. Go. That is qualifying. Looks like Spanini is going to take pole position yet again. Male Carton in P2, Hood Kool-Aid Man P3, Some Good Salt P4, Pablo in P5, Fragley P6. Nice qualifying for the Red Bulls there. Really close quality. Look at those gaps. All the way to P12, less than 7/10. Like, that is insanity. We're in for a bit of a treat tonight. No matter what happens, these drivers really close together. Milk Carton almost finding the lap time to dethrone Spanini there right at the end. But it's going to be Spanini, Milk Carton, Hood, Some Good Salt, Pablo, Fragley, Orlando, Cam, Nick AC, and Chipman. So, your top 10. We reset here and see you guys in just a moment for the start of the race.
Go ahead.
5 red lights, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that delayed start. And we are ready to go here. Spanini gets a decent getaway there. Holding off Male Carton for now. We fly into turn 1. Will there be carnage? Oh, it looks like 3 wide behind. Jump back a little bit. The call is safe for right now. The helicam to start out with. Male Carton around the outside. Oh, just a little bit of contact there between the first 2 drivers, and that's going to invite everybody to join the party now. Hood Kool-Aid Man alongside Male Carton, but he doesn't get that moves done. Up to the hill we go. Panini leading these drivers away. That first few seconds there, pretty hectic, and looks like Fragley getting together a little bit with Pablo Plays in the back. No harm, no foul there, though. They're both still driving. Oh, a little bit of carnage back in the back. You can see everybody crashing together. Man, fast and furious start to this race. Be on board with DB the best. They're in the back of this pack, and they're just looking for space anywhere. Going alongside and ahead of Chipman now. Jump ahead to our leaders. Like Some Good Salt holding on to P4 as it stands. Championship leader just looking to settle into this race and figure out where he can go from there. Yellow flag in Sector 3. These camera angles are not my favorite. Chipman has retired and is out of the session in the final corner. Oh no. That's going to bring out our first safety car. Man, safety car lap 1. Sorry, Angel, you're a little too late. A little too late tonight. I had issues with the Sweens. He wasn't in the booth, so I was solo, and sometimes that'll happen if you're late to being invited. Sorry. Get the safety car overlay up if we can. Just not have it. There we go. Safety car on the first lap. And let's also get tires up. Everybody can see what we're working with. Let's see if these front runners decide to pit. Nope. Got top 2 on the mediums, next 2 on the hards. Regularly on the mediums, Pablo, Orlando on the hards. Got a few medium runners back down to P10. But they're not taking the bait this time. Angel, your car's not in the race, dude. I don't see it. You have to join the session to start out with for your car to be there. I will try. Yeah, if Spoon's having issues, that's fine. Yeah, Angel, but the first time I saw your message with 1 minute of qualifying to go, I'm not going to pause the action to invite you. And we're having issues with our co-commentator. I'm not going to argue with you over stream, but you need to show up on time. If not, you risk this happening. So we'll hopefully see you next week. Sorry about that. Anyways, back to the action. While we wait for safety car to catch everybody up to the field, just a reminder that this safety car period is sponsored actually by one of our great partners, TrackVR. Get some awesome perks joining our server. One of that is some sweet discounts with these guys. So they sell F1 merch. If you want to get some of that stuff, feel free to be on the lookout for that. And we've got safety car in this lap. Rob, I am trying to get you in while I'm talking about this. And let's get the action back underway. No, Spanini doesn't get a very good jump there. Invited Male Carton alongside him. But looks like Spanini may have the overspeed. Doesn't have the inside line. He's trying to hang it around. Doesn't work this time. Male Carton takes the lead on lap 4. After the safety car restart, we've got Hood Kool-Aid Man in P3. Some good salt in P4. Jump on board with Fragley now. Looking at the back of the top 4 drivers. Doing a couple cars off the track there. Look like Cam may pick up a warning early. That's just nothing you want. Through 6 and 7 we go. Which means out of the session. Unfortunately, having issues with the co-commentator tonight. Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. We are trying to work on it. Some good salt is looking on the inside of our man in P3. Sorry, Hood Kool-Aid Man. Just recently joined back into the AM2 grid. Oh, looks like Hood maybe jumping into the pits there. I think he had some damage, and that's why he was holding up some good salt. That is rather unfortunate for his campaign in this race. Elkhart maintains the lead. Some good salt is under pressure from Fragley, the championship leader, under pressure from the Red Bull of Fragley. That is just fantastic to see for the Red Bull's case. Come a long way this season, and he's doing really well to run in the top 5 right now. Got some Pablo plays just behind him, and then everybody all together still. Some good salt. A little bit away. Oh, and he just picked up a penalty there on the exit of turn 5. Or sorry, turn 4. That is easy enough to do. For the chicane we go. Breaks free of Hood Kool-Aid Man, but unfortunately, immediately after, gets a 3-second penalty. He's got a 1.4 second gap to close in now.
Hello.
Hello?
We have finally arrived. Just needed an invite to the session and we can get going.
Welcome in, sir. I will do my absolute best, just checking to see what's happening here in the race so I don't switch at a bad time. Spanini is looking to the inside, and he makes that overtake to
Oh,
reclaim the lead. A little bit wide, though. Gonna have the DRS, though, to make sure he maintains that. Let me see if I can get Robin real quick, ladies and gentlemen.
well, my game just crashed, so I'm not
Oh,
sure what happened there.
okay.
So you can keep in commentary via cars.
I'm just gonna send you an invite. Hopefully it's still there when you get in. Do I have you on Twitch? Not Twitch. Yay or?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do.
Oh man.
No way.
Here, let me know when you get online. It'll be easier to find you then.
Alright.
Nick AC picking up a 3-second time penalty while we were away there. Good Salt has closed in that gap though to Milcart behind. Maybe this battling with two top drivers has allowed them to close in a little bit. Got a kick Sauber out in the back. Looks like Ayo. Oh no. Getting himself going again. Thankfully. Whoa. Milcart throwing a big fake move, and Orlando, I believe, just made an overtake. Oh, he's fighting out with Pablo. Pablo is just ahead, but Orlando is looking to the inside. Pablo gives him space. Pablo's gonna have the inside line for the next corner. I believe that's gonna be advantageous position, but Orlando is not ready to give this one up. Unfortunately for him, he runs out of room for the next turn. Excellent battling there. The heli cam.
I'm now online.
Pardon?
I'm now online.
You're online?
Yep.
Okay. Get the lead here. Oh, some good salt. I might not be able to get you in for like another lap.
It's alright.
Make sure
I'll
you
make
have
sure
me
I've got you
added
added first.
before I pause, because I couldn't see you last time when I scrolled down.
Yep, I don't have it added, surprisingly.
It's the same as my Discord. If you don't,
I'll belong to you. Right.
Melcarton on the inside, Spanini on the outside. Melcarton has the DRS, but on the outside, Spanini gets a decent exit. He's using the DRS to try to stay ahead here. Oh, it's so close between the top two. Some good salt just enjoying this view. Looks like Spanini has to yield eventually. Melcarton retakes the lead yet again. With our leader there. AC also just behind Scherzel. Azores Padasi picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. Okay. Have you confirmed, sir? Do I have you added?
I cannot find you.
All right, send me a friend request.
I cannot find you on the friend request. Well.
What do you mean, brother?
Oh wait, I do have you added actually.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say
Just realised.
if you can't find me, then it's probably a reason. Oh, we got 3 cars really close together here. Nick AC on the inside, Scherzel on the outside. That's gonna invite Cam into this fight. It happened to Cam early on, but must have been something because dropped down the order just a bit. Looks like Milcart is into the pits. Man, what did happen to him? He is already jumping onto the hards on lap 9, trying to pull a huge undercut on Spanini. Likely the time that we'll see the tires come to life. Let me see if I can get Rob Star in now. Invites, friends. There you are. There we go. Still plenty of race left. Wow, that's crazy. It's early pit stop for the McLaren of Milcart.
probably high degree of its is quite high, especially on the mediums, which
Makes,
I have seen for myself.
makes up a place already on Rob's way, so not too much problems with traffic. He's got about 5 seconds to the next Aston Martin ahead of him. Nini jumping into the pits now, trying to cover off that aforementioned McLaren. These guys are going to drop way down the order here, but I'm assuming all the medium runners are going to be doing the same thing. That unleashes some good salt. The new race leader as it stands, yet to pit, Orlando, 2 seconds back. Remember, he was just trying to pass Pablo Plays there a couple laps ago. Might have gotten through. Now he is just a couple seconds to get up to the lead. Pablo is, oh no, we got a car out. Nick AC, turn 1, he managed to get the car going again. A little bit of a spin there, or maybe some contact with another driver. There's a few cars pretty close to him.
So, in quite tight between some drivers right now. Pablo and Fragli fighting for that P3 position. An important position you really want to have in this race. Got Red Arrow fighting with Cyril, if I said that right, fighting for that P6 position. So some drivers are still fighting for some better points out here on the grid tonight.
Yeah, lots of points still at stake, lots of race left. And you may have missed that Spanini actually did manage to, oh no, sorry, Mailcard managed to pull the undercut on Spanini. He is good second ahead of that driver now. Is Spanini trying to close in that gap so he can cling on to the DRS here. That undercut super powerful. Some good salt.
It was Fragli's dropped out of Pablo's DRS. As we see, oh, a Williams gone onto the grass there, almost losing the car. I'm not sure what happened there. Went to the grass and almost lost the car and caught it on the straight.
That
Close
Padassi?
one there. No, it's Razzle.
Sure so.
Razzle. How do you say that name?
I don't know how you say it. I just, you know, you can say it Razzle. I feel like that may be the UK pronunciation. And Red Devil, I don't need to be called out like that. Come on, bro. Come on. No, just kidding. Apparently I scrolled right over you in my friends list.
There's Cam Tizzle's caught up to Fragley now, so
Yep.
looks like those hard tyres are really coming into play right now. Those mediums won't have much tyre life, as that left-hand side would be awful on the right-hand corners.
Yeah. Like Cam Tizzle is just looking to get by this Red Bull, maybe by way of pit stops eventually, but or maybe on track. It looks like, oh, we're gonna get it on track. Cam has that position as Fraley dives into the pits. Say that was done before the pit stop. He went pretty wide there.
Yes, Cam Tizzle don't get DRS, so that don't help him there. Wouldn't be able to catch up to the drivers in front, as we see. Who's that
Yellow
gone off?
flag, 13th. That's Hood Kool-Aid Man. Oh no! Hit for wing damage early in the race. Has a little bit of spin there. Back in the pits. Not the race that he would have wanted. And we have
Red
a
Arrow!
red
Oh,
arrow is
I've
out!
seen that. Around turn 1.
Oh no.
So if you hit the wall and the car's slowly reversing backwards.
Oh no. Red arrow is out. We have yet another safety car.
Drivers, so those medium runners would not survive. So defo pitting, but those hard runners, defo some tyre life, they wouldn't last for the medium runners. Gone to the mediums, they won't last to the end, I would say.
Does kind of throw a wrench in the strategy of the hard runners because they can't necessarily pit for the mediums yet, unless they're banking on another safety car. But they're also gonna invite everybody else close to them if they don't pit right now. So pit stop gap is effectively gone.
Yeah. I feel them, I would stay out and take.
At least Red Devil and I can agree on one thing. I just looked at the chat after talking about how the hards are in a bad spot. And he agrees with me on that. Oh no, Hood Kool-Aid Man a drive through for speeding under the safety car.
Going bad to worse.
Bad to worse.
best of races so far, but as you see, some drivers do pit and pressure tyres. But it looks like some drivers had to stay out. So let's look at those tyres, shall we? As we can see, it looks like most of our hard runners have stayed out.
Yep.
Except from Pablo, he's gone into the mediums. He's taking the risk.
Taking the risk, looking for another safety car to come soon. I was curious if I didn't end up running this race yesterday, but if I did, I was debating running the harder compound setup where you get an extra set of hards. I think it's maybe worth pitting onto a fresh set of hards potentially for some good solid at that point. Obviously, he's gonna have to pit again at another point, but he'll be in a much better spot than in pit. That being said, he would have lost a few positions because Orlando, Cam, and DB all did not pit as well. So he's favoring the track position here, and I honestly have to agree with him a little bit. It is a tough track to overtake. It does put him in a bit of a tough spot here. Behind the 8 ball are those guys in the top 5. I don't know why the Williams of Padasi has not yet pit. On the 12 lap old mediums, but he is
Those
electing to
mediums,
stay out.
yeah, those mediums would be screaming for their life right now. It
Uh,
would be a horrible condition.
I know, and that's why I'm wondering what's going on here.
I'm not sure. Yeah, he does. If he does fit, he would lose a lot of positions. It would be on a fresher tyre. But right now, let's look at position gains, should I say? Position gains. It looks like Azoro's Cadiz is getting the most positions, 13 positions, and the most loss is her preload man, 9 and 12. So some drivers are not having the best time, but Zori's up into P5 spot there, but on the old tyres
Yeah,
of the medium
gonna
runners.
say
So
13 spots, but they have yet to pit. It's be surprised if we see him tumbling down a little bit here.
I'm pretty sure maybe safety car might be in the slap.
Mm.
If these drivers can catch up, which they probably will do, and safety car will probably be in the slap, we'll have racing again, and we can see how those mediums have died rapidly, and we can see those hards still got some grip to them. Still got some grip.
There it is.
They've got in this lap.
We
as
are
we've got
about to
some
go
Gonzalez.
green.
See some drivers there warming up their tyres going left and right. But some good salt here leading the pack. Hasn't gone yet. Waiting for the final time.
Still
And
waiting.
yeah.
There he goes. Oh, might have gotten a decent jump there.
Chaos at the back.
Yeah.
Chaos at the... I'm not sure what happened there. Chaos. It's like, is that Pablo with front wing damage?
I think some drivers could have picked up damage there. It looks like Pablo does have a front right end plate missing. Yeah, I think some drivers thought that he had gone and had gone for the green and all of them had to hit the brakes.
Because we can see the fact of the old mediums of not helping Zoros right now. Down to P8 he goes. They're already losing 3 positions, now 4. So not
Those
the best
mediums
so far.
absolutely screaming. Oh, very close between these drivers here.
And you still got the safety car overlay on.
Oh, cheers.
Robin might drop out of Spinini's DRS here. Looking super close, 1.1. I don't think he's going to have DRS in the
Here.
next 2 laps.
DRS is not enabled until the next lap.
And it won't be active for the next 2 laps.
And looks like Padasi actually calls it into the pits now. Not sure why they didn't take the safety car opportunity to jump in, but Got some good salt leading the pack away. He does have that 3-second penalty to his name. Must have missed that one. That is huge. Couple drivers in the pits. Hood Cooling Man being one of them. I think Pablo plays electing to stay out with that end plate damage. Just fighting it off right now, but Mailcarn is looking real racy. He's got Spanini and Mailcarn, both those drivers on the fresh hard tires, I believe, right on his rear. We saw them pit just a bit earlier.
Yeah, as he's Melcart and Spanini needs to get past Pablo as he will be slowing them down. He might have a fresher tyre, a fresher rubber, so that wing damage will become more effective and more the mediums will die.
Exactly, yeah, he's going to be wearing out his mediums a little bit quicker now with that wing damage. Mailcarn is looking really aggressive now, shaping up for a move, but doesn't go for it in that occasion. Some Good Salt has about 7/10 behind him. I don't think that's going to be close enough for Orlando to put the pressure on into turn one. McLaren's splitting the strategy here, looking like pretty strong potential at the moment. Mailcarn right on the back of Pablo.
I'm getting the move. Who's in the background? Nick AC making that move on Costa Darwin there for P8, but he does have a penalty, so which will drop him down the order if he stays with his pack. Bagley might be able to make a move. Goes round the outside. What a move round the outside of that corner and gets that move done on Goran. Goran losing 2 positions there in about 3 corners.
Yeah, a little bit older tires for Darwin. They're hurting him at the moment. Mailcarn is still being held up by Pablo with that wing damage. You can see in this sector especially is where it's really hurting the V-carb. Mailcarn able to get right up behind him, but unfortunately there's nowhere to overtake here. Potentially here, if you can get the good exit. Looks to the inside. Oh, it doesn't have the space to get it stopped in time.
Really wants to get past, but not at all. But also, it's really hard on DRS rate as he does have DRS as well. So
Yep.
just try to find the right opportunity to make that move.
He's doing just enough to maintain DRS, and I'm sure with a little bit less aero on his car, he's just a little bit quicker. Oh, horrible camera angles there. Right on the inside goes Mailcarn. On the left, we got Pablo. It's going to have that move done, I believe. Mailcarn up into P5.
Benini's going down the inside now. Pablo might lose 2 positions here, and he will. Losing 2 positions. He might lose another position to Nick KC later on. So that wing damage is now finally taking effect against him.
While we were watching that battle, Cam Tisdale managed to get in front of Orlando up into turn 5. I'm so disappointed we missed that. You don't see many overtakes going into there, but must have had a decent exit jump up to the back of these drivers. You know, Cam Tisdale only half a second back from the lead. Take a look at the tires on the 17 lap old hards. It's the same as the leader right now, but race pace has absolutely come to life after that safety car.
Also, I think we missed the overtake of Nick AC overtaking Pablo Play, so he didn't even need DRS, just overtook him. So that's a move has been done.
Play's just not having the grip that he would have liked. Rob's boys around.
And no wing damage, kept it clean.
Top 3 now, all very close together. Mailcarn gonna get ahead of DB the best now on the inside. Benini hoping to pull off what he did to Pablo on the last lap with Mailcarn, looking in the inside, and he does it just a mirror image of what we saw 1 lap ago. These two carving through the field together. They're up into the top 5 positions.
Looks like the new hards are really coming in effect right now, working really well for these drivers, you know. But now it's the chase to be top 3 as they are on the new pressure rubber right now. So let's see what we can do in the past few laps as they are already catching up. I can see already. Already catching up to the drivers in front.
Yeah, very evident the pace difference between the 15 lap 15 lap difference between those tires. So not surprised we're seeing Mailcarn already chug along to the back of his teammate. Question is, are papaya rules in play tonight, Rob? What do you think?
Oh, nah. Just send it. Just send it when you feel like
Nah,
it.
nah. Monza 2024 rules are in play.
Nah. Yeah. Well, let's see what these drivers do when we finally meet up in the later laps. As the result gets fastest lap, but won't gain that extra point as he's not in the top 10. But he might be soon, being on the attack on Bandit there. P10. Yeah, I think Mel Carson will be in that DRS in this lap, so if you can try push it a bit more.
Ooh,
Let me see.
Orlando is
I don't know.
battling with Cam. Manages to get that place just into turn 6 there. Or sorry, into
Brought
turn
Mel
5.
Carson in DRS as well. So we lost about 4 tenths through that corner fighting.
Yep.
Tiny bit, so
I got
let's see some action, man, shall I say.
DRS train all the way back to Spanini now. Rob's boy desperately trying to hang on to that. Let's jump on board now. The Red Bull driver in P5. See this train, this fight for the lead. Orlando, technically based on that penalty, is in the net lead, but El Carton and Spanini, those two drivers who have already pitted, they're on the right strategy.
Orlando goes round the outside of turn 1, around some good salt. Can he get the move done? Gets that DRS open again, and can he secure that position? No, some good salt gets that position back.
Good,
Looks like that DRS didn't help Orlando there.
good fighting there from those couple drivers.
Super close in the top 5, but not sure if I was you. For Malcott and Spinini, we need to push hard if I want to get in front.
They do, but they also have that pit stop in hand. They know that these drivers ahead, they are going to have to pit at some point, and they will gain a huge gap just because of that. They already have the advantage of the fresher tires, but they have the advantage of not having to do another pit stop.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I think you take about 20 to 24 seconds in the pits.
About that.
So right now these drivers will drop down. I would, I'm not sure, maybe 14 ish.
Flying down into turn 1 now. Some good salt trying desperately to break the toe. Everybody's snaking around behind him. But
Pablo and Crispo and pitting now.
Pablo's pitting, yeah, Garwin's pitting. Cam Dizzle just a bit wide on the exit of 2, flying to 3 now. He's going to have a little bit of pressure from Mail Carton behind, but don't think he's going to get done here again by the McLaren. Both those guys trading moves into that section. Not very typical overtaking spot. See some good salt, the leader with Orlando and Cam and Mill and Spanini all behind, and they're pulling away. Nick AC 2.3 behind. He cleared Fragley and DB the best. He's trying to join this fight. You can see Mail Carton there, just a little bit more pace through this section now, where you really need the traction and the grip. He is able to pull,
Make the move.
yeah, able to pull right up to the bumper of that Haas, but not able to find a move yet. But I think a few laps time, and we'll start to see these drivers have a little bit more difficulty. Oh, we got some good salt jumping in the pits. Orlando also jumping into the pits. That unleashes Cam. He is on his own now, and the undercut has been triggered. Oh,
Let's see where these drivers come out as we see. Oh, is that Rob's boy around?
he's
Yeah, it looks like he had a bit of a spin.
got himself going again. But what are you thinking now? It's going to be just over the 12 laps to go on the mediums. I think that's a big ask around here.
Is. I'm gonna look at the leader. So they've got about 20 seconds to the leader right now. So they need to do what more? Maybe 1.5 each lap to catch up to El Carton, Brunini. So
Maybe that's what they're thinking.
there's some.
If they leave it any later, they're not gonna have enough time to catch up.
This been Melkart and Spinini here. They are the fastest tires out of not everyone, but right now, this looks like these two will fight for the lead. So these two
Cam Pitts.
might win if they don't spin. I don't want to jinx anything
Yep.
because that's happened multiple times, should I say?
Cam Pitts, Spinini in P2, Fragley in P3. He managed to get ahead of Nick AC. He's come back in this race all the way up to P4. Got an overtake happen there. Sure is all getting ahead of Bandute pretty well in the top 5 up until this moment, but P6 he finds himself now. Trying to fight back throughout this race.
Tizzle comes behind.
Oh, a little bit of contact there, actually. Cam might have had some wing
Kool-Aid.
damage. Oh, no, that's Hood with more wing damage. Oh, no. Hood getting involved in some good salt in Orlando coming through the field there. He's lost the right end plate, or sorry, the left end plate, and he's got Cam Tizzle right behind him, his teammate. The goes to work together.
Kool-Aid man plays the team game. Let's come to the path, I would say. As that's a Rose Boy round again. Oh, yeah, there we go. Team game there.
Yeah.
Letting come to the pass.
Cam Tizzle
Smart play there.
allowed to go through. He's lost a bit of time due to that undercut. These drivers ahead, but let's check a look, see what the gap is to the leader.
As we can see, Orlando and Some Good Soul as climbing up the order right now, but it's 11 and Sibandu. We've gotten the switch for the order here, but Orlando can't do anything to it. So Spinini gets DRS again.
Good salt setting the fastest lap. He's 16.7 back from the lead. Orlando just behind him, and Cam 18 back. Spinini managed to take the lead in a turn 1. Cam Tizzle getting ahead of Ayo. Got 11 laps to go here, and quite a decent little gap for these drivers that just pitted to make up. And we've got a yellow, and that's a VSC. Oh, horrible timing for those who just pitted. You can see there the leader just flying past the reason we have for the VSC. I believe that is Rob's boy again having some issues with his setup.
Well, lucky for the Spinini and Martin, frankly, it wasn't a safety car for them. But either though, they could still pit for the mediums, which would last to the end. But right now, they don't want the to grid to close it, because right now, they've got a 3-second gap to the person in third.
Yeah, Fragley, definitely. I don't know if Bonini pits now. I think that just opens up the door for Melkart to run away with it. It's so risky. Drive-through penalty for speeding on the VSC for AO. Doesn't look like anybody in the top few was affected. Nick AC's jumping into the pits. Oh no. Gonna drop him back. Surely now, Melkart managed to get ahead of Spinini under that VSC restart. And I believe that may have helped some good salt. He seems to have gained a bit of time under that VSC.
P6's go, he's just got to hit on Bandu. It can, well, without time penalty, he would be. How?
Melkart got super sideways there on the exit of 4, I think. I just thought he was going to spin.
Well, these drivers are really pushing it, should I say, but Fragley forced up a tiny bit, so.
Fragley's doing amazing.
There.
Race.
Okay.
Big shout out Fragley. Running P3 right now. 3 seconds back from the lead. See there the little replay of Melkart coming over the crest and just getting a little bit sideways.
Looks like it's
Oh!
going to be a double Red Bull podium if they can keep it up like this right now. There's what 8 laps left of racing. As Melkart goes a bit too wide there.
Very wide for Melkart.
Yeah. Track limits warning there, so definitely won't help him as we got AO spinning in 6 to 2 there.
Bonini gets ahead of Melkart into turn 1. A little wide though. I think he's going to keep that position. Into turn 2 we go. Has it done. Some good salt. 13 back now. Is 12.8 as it stands, actually. Got some work to do.
Catching up though, I would say, but I'm gonna check gap now to the leader. So 12 seconds. So we've gained about 6 seconds so far, but those mediums at the end won't show much performance, I would say. And gets a 3 seconds there, so that would definitely affect his race towards the end now. As looking super close again for the top two. It's frankly still trying to show that he has enough pace to try to catch up to his drivers in front.
Ragley
That
is
DRS
closing in on these guys, I think, isn't he? If he's not
is
closing in, he's
down.
maintaining that 3-second
Yeah,
gap. So he is matching the pace of the leaders right now.
but if something bad just happened to the top two, if they get 3 seconds, Bradley would take that position.
Uh, Result trying to break the toe from Bandut. Behind, fighting for P4 now. He does have that 3-second penalty to his name, but still plenty of time for more warnings to occur. Some good salt now making a position up on Orlando. He's trying. Both these drivers have the same tire. They can't fight too much. Cam Tizzle is just behind them. They've got to push. Orlando dives it around the inside, or out the outside, sorry. Claiming the inside for this turn. Oh, and this is just only hurting these drivers from catching up to those ahead. Cam Tizzle on
Tizzle,
the inside into 5.
oh,
Oh!
so much fighting. Goes down the inside. Up to the chicane now. He's going to break way much later. Looks like it's Cam Tizzle and some good stuff goes onto the curb there. Won't get a good run there. Looks like Cam Tizzle gets that position, but lost that DRS to Orlando. So some good stuff will get DRS to Cam Tizzle and get that position back on the DRS straight. Unless Cam Tizzle could do something to drop back into that DRS.
Yeah, all that fighting just gave a little bit of a lifeline to Orlando. He managed to break free of some good salt.
Looks like we'd be back at DRS. Cam Tizzle does have 1 lap fresher tyre of mediums there, so might come into effective. But Cam Tizzle does have that DRS again, so we'll definitely help him on the straight. As we
Rob's
got
boys
Rob's
out.
boy.
Safety car.
Safety car. Oh, this is turned to something else.
Good Koi man jumps in the pits. He gets the lucky quick pit. Jump over to the safety car as we were watching that replay there. We have at least one more safety car, ladies and gentlemen, before the end of the evening. I believe this could be the last one.
But what would you do? Softs or mediums?
Oh boy. It's a tough question, but I think if I'm in the lead, I'm going for softs. If I have some fresh set in the lead, I'm definitely going for them softs. Crucially, they didn't get caught by the safety car, the leaders, so they're gonna have that pit stop available to them. Does anybody favor track position at this point? Anybody? Everybody gonna jump in the pits.
Good. Yeah. What about Orlando Cam Tizzle? Yeah, they're definitely would pick. Those Meads would have some high deg on the left hand side as we see Spinini and Malcarton coming in now. Same as Fragley. Let's see if these drivers do as well. Andu is staying out.
Bandit stays out. Fragley gonna have to worry about the double stack here.
Oh, some different tyre selections here. Spinini, mediums, Malcarton, softs, Fragley, softs. Oh, this is going to be a tight one here. Looks like most of the drivers are choosing softs.
Some good salt. Gets ahead of Orlando in the pits there. I think Malcarton might have slowed Orlando's pit stop up a little bit. It's Cam Tizzle, Some Good Salt, and Orlando. Those three drivers there were part of the leading pack, or their strategies kind of unfolded to the first safety car coming out at an inconvenient time. And dude is leading the race. Smash the panic button. Oh my goodness. Bandu fan club is elated.
Gonna hold out for what? 3 laps on those hards?
They were looking for this race to end under safety car.
I don't
16
think
lap
it was.
old hards for Bandit. Fresh mediums for Spanini. Everybody else on the softs, and we've actually got a driver on the intermediates.
Who was that? Who's done that then? Who's done that?
B14, Padasi is running out on the intermediates, expecting some
Howard,
rain to come.
is that allowed? Is he expecting a
Oh!
like a tow truck to come out and spray some water on the track for him?
Yep. Rain is forecast according to the Williams garage. Not sure why Scherzel didn't get that call, but
Well, the other Williams didn't pit for the Inter, so I'm not sure
that,
what's
that's
happened here in
that's what I
comms.
mean. I don't know.
I think we're focusing one driver, you know. Bit like, yeah, let's go for the best driver. Pit for Inters, trust me, you'll work. That one goes into the pits. The second time under the safety, well, second time now, in the safety car. Pit for the pressures, softs.
That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and he gets a penalty on the way in the pits. And
Oh,
he
did he
crashes
see
into
it?
the wall as well and breaks his wing.
Uh,
Oh boy.
oh, what's happening now?
Oh, and then he sped into the pit lane. Oh man. Not
Is that,
a good
what's
showing at the moment.
take eyes off from him for a few. Right now, the odds are really looking a bit odd for Bandu here. No offense to him, but if you look at the tyres, look at everybody behind him. It's going to be a difficult challenge for him.
It's gonna be a challenge, that's for sure. But
What can he do?
Bandute is being wheeled on by the Bandute fan club. 17 lap old hards, everybody else on the fresh tires behind him. Mediums for Spanini, but softs for everyone else.
I'm going to count the penalties. And 10 seconds don't count because that's not track limit. As we did have that yesterday in AM3, Pablo not being happy, but then it came out to win towards him.
Like safety car is going to stay out for yet another lap. We've been waiting for that Williams to catch up. Well, now I do take a look at the sponsors on your screen. Just another reminder, we have plenty of awesome partners here. You can see Tracks VR, SimLab, Fanatec, IMB Raceware, Sim Racing Bay, Track Racer, Track Titan, City Keys, Digital Motorsport, Mo's Racing. If you want to enjoy some amazing perks from our amazing partners, join the Discord server. See, there is a QR code. Conveniently, it just popped up. Wow, amazing. Whoever designed that overlay was thinking. But want to join the Discord? Give that a scan or use !Discord in the chat, and you'll get an invite directly to the server. Got 4 races left, well, 3 races left after tonight in this season, and then we'll be rolling on into season 15. AO with a big 10-second penalty for a collision with Garrow in there. But yeah,
And
some
I've got some news.
exciting.
There's 39 seconds of time penalties.
Oh man.
39 seconds, so definitely gonna be a close prediction. Someone betted 13k, well one side's 13k and one's 1k. Whoever betted on 1k, all of that might be yours. 13k over.
Yeah, are holding out for the under. But I believe it's going to be safety car in this lap to lead us off on lap 33 of 35. So we will have 3 racing laps to take us to the checkered flag. And it is all going to be let on the line. Remember how close qualifying is? Well, these drivers are all nose to tail with only 3 laps to go. It is going to be an absolute, you know, guns a-blazing, elbows out. They are going to be going for it. Absolutely gunning for it for the last 3 laps. So strap in, grab your beer, buckle up. Here we go.
And DRS won't be well, let's say active to the last lap as Bandit has gone already. Try to drop Sabini there, try to get a gap gain, try to get as much of an advantage you can get. There's a Melcott and Spinini goes side by side. It's what
Wheel to
Bandit
wheel.
needs right now.
Wheel to
What
wheel into
Bandit
turn one.
needs.
Spanini and Milcarton. Oh, there's contact. Oh no! It looks like an end plate gone for the McLaren. Bandu maintaining that P1. Fragli, Spanini right beside. Oh, contact between the Red Bull drivers. Oh my goodness. Gotta clip that. Milcarton managing to get through, but as you can see, when he flies up the hill here, he's missing that front left end plate. Bandu on the old tires here. Gonna have a lot of work to do with the two Red Bulls just behind him. Fragli actually jumping ahead of Spanini there in that bit of contact. Let's take a look quickly at the replay. I know I've got the safety car thing up, but that just started so quickly.
As Melcarton's doing well with that wing time. It's gone off the track a few times. But I hope he don't pick up any penalties because that could ruin his race. The Bandit is still defending the drivers behind there. You can see so many drivers try to check for spoons to go down the inside to gain a position. As getting position around is quite hard. But really, the best places is turn 1 and turn 3. As
Spanini
we've got
gets ahead of his teammate there in the final turn, chasing down Bandut now. But Milcarton gets a 2-second gap. Bandut puts his car on the inside. Bonini takes it even further to the inside. Fragli, oh, a little bit of a tap to the back of Bandut there, but he swings in the inside, gets the traction down. And Red Bull is back into that podium positions. They have 2 seconds to chase down with a wounded McLaren up in the lead. He's done a little bit of the hard work now. He can just hang on for dear life. But what of those behind? We've got our championship leader in P7 right now. Jump on board with him. Check out the chaos. Oh, a little bit of a twitch there.
Yeah, right now it's a massive DRS train, should I say, or a train behind Bandu. Look at that, massive. That was P4 down to P13.
And
He's
who
got a
is
whole train
hanging on for dear life right now. I have to admit, he's doing better than I would have expected. Still in the top 5. But look at this. Spanini has closed in that gap to the leader, Milcarton. No wing for the McLaren. DRS is going to be available. He's closing in that gap even more through these twisty turny bits without the advantage of the front wing for the McLaren. Are we going to see a lead change on the final lap?
I think so.
A little bit of a break the toe there.
Not enough though, but we've got one more DRS straight.
One more.
Is the corner you want to make the move. As Bandit's losing. Oh! 2 spins there. Gerazzle and comes Hizzle and Orlando. 3 cars spinning round turn 1.
Oh no! It's all coming unfolded now for a couple
Bandit
drivers.
fighting. Trying to get that position. Losing 2 positions there to Nick AC and DeBest. Super close racing here. Now Bandit's got his teammate behind. Pablo trying to get that position up. All the best almost losing the car there. Super tight racing in the final lap of Hungary in AM2. Super close at the top 2 as well. You can see Benini trying to get that move done. Who's that round up about? I'm not sure who. Benini might have one more chance here. Goes round the outside, but there's not enough room. Onto the final few corners now. Who's going to win? Mel Carlton or Spanini? Round to the final few corners. Onto the last corner now. Super close. And looks like Mel Carlton may win this onto the final tiny bit of straight left.
Oh my goodness, it's so close. But Milcarton takes the win. Spanini P2. Fragli comes around for the Red Bull podium, and it's a drag race to the line. Nick AC, unfortunately, with that penalty, he's going to drop all the way back. DB the best claims P4. Some good salt maintaining P5 with the penalty, so pretty decent there for the championship leader. But my goodness, what a final lap for these guys. Spanini had a look there a couple times, but just not enough to get the move done. And a wounded McLaren takes the win. Milcarton, congratulations, sir, on the win. We've got driver of the day, DB the best. Fantastic performance by him, but I have to admit, I think my driver of the day may well be Fragli. He came from the back of the grid at a certain point. He was all the way at the back of the race, and he fought his way back to the podium for Red Bull, double podium. Great race overall. Congratulations to Milcarton. Absolutely brought the heat to Spanini. Remember, those guys started 1 and 2, and they fought it out for the majority of the race with a very similar strategy. So incredible stuff there, and we're gonna have to check the total penalties, I believe.
15, then got 18, those 18. Oh, okay,
There's like
27,
12, 19, 10.
27. Then that's plus, so I was at 27 plus 12. Guessing that is. No, that's not over. It's 39 still. Under. Under.
Without the 10 seconds, it's under.
Under. And we're not counting the 10 seconds. It has to be
The track
that
limits.
thing.
All right.
It's under, so
Well,
we're betted
we'll review the footage. We'll review the footage.
for you.
I
Pretty sure I counted it right, but okay, okay.
I did just scroll over everything to make sure that we got it all. But anyways, we got the two Red Bulls on the podium and Milcart. We're gonna try to get them in for a little bit of a chat, a little bit of an interview, see how they felt about the race. Get to you guys soon. See you in a moment. Welcome back to the interview booth, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with a couple of our top three, still working on getting worked out here. But start out with of our podium finishers in P3. We've got the Red Bull of Fragley. Fragley, congratulations, sir. I believe best result so far this season. Am I wrong?
No, you're definitely right. That was my best result, I think, since the time I've joined this league. Honestly, it was a pretty fun race. P3 for me is quite high, I feel like, with this set of group of drivers.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. We were chatting in the Red Bull chat over the last week. I was saying it's coming, man. It just every week you're getting better and better. What was the key to just finding that extra little bit to find yourself into the podium for the first time?
Um, Honestly, I don't know. It was, I think I started on the medium tires and then ended up on the hards for quite a bit. And I just felt like the hards were really good tire for that. And I was just flying on those, on the track just, and I felt very consistent through everything. So it just felt good.
Yeah, definitely. Hard tires definitely look like the ones to be on, and that medium to hard strategy was the favorable one today with the safety car timing. Um, we're at one point a little bit further down in the order. I think it was like 14th or something like that. You at all worried at that point? Like obviously you gotta work a little bit through the pack, a little bit more risk when you're that far back. Are you feeling the pressure just to get through the field at that point? Confident.
I was definitely feeling the pressure. I mean, I feel like I've had those races where I get put back there and I can't necessarily get really out of it, but it just felt like once all those drivers started getting on old hards and I was on a fresh set, I was just flying past each driver. So it felt honestly real good. And then once I caught up, um, I felt pretty good with it. And then the safety car kind of hit at the end, which made me nervous just simply because I had like a 3 second gap behind me. They were like 2.5 seconds in front of me. So I felt pretty solid where I was at. And then, of course, the safety car had to come in. So
Yeah,
that just threw it all up in the air.
yeah. Had to work for it a bit in the end, but did pay off. You and you and your teammate there, Spanini, had a little bit of a moment on the restart. Care to care to take us through that safety car restart, the final restart, and all that chaos there?
Yeah, that was definitely a little bit hectic right there. I feel like we went through the first corner and a couple of cars just went wide, and so everybody was trying to get back in. I feel like to the middle to the right to take for the next corner, and I think we just bumped a little bit. Luckily, it didn't affect us too much. I feel like I might have affected him, maybe trying to catch up that time to that hurt McLaren, but still great racing from them.
Yeah, definitely. It was pretty tough to navigate for everybody there with Bandit starting the safety car over old hard tires. Everybody's on the fresh tires, and it just kind of seemed to catch everybody a little bit off guard. But you guys did real well to fight your way back up into those podium positions. Real strong race from you, Fragley. Congratulations yet again. Rob,
Thank you, thank
you
you.
got any questions for our P3 finisher?
Well, I wasn't here for the whole time, but it was a close race towards the end. But since you were on the softs, how and your teammate was on the mediums, do you think you could change anything to try to catch up, or were you not trying to catch up at all?
I was definitely trying to catch up. I think I just had a few bad corners after a little bit of that, and he was able just to fly and fight for the P1 spot. And to be honest, I didn't really want to be in that fight. I just wanted to last for the rest of the race and keep in the podium spot. So I figured I'd let them go fight it out for the last race spot, and then if something came about, then I would have been there. But just happy where I was at the moment.
Yeah, and those on that hard stint you guys were on, Mel Carton, you and your teammate, and you weren't in that pack, but do you think you were catching or not? So I saw your time, steadily at 2.5. What was happening there as well?
Um, I think it was just I don't know, I was just catching up with the pack at that point. I mean, there wasn't, I don't know, I was just racing and hoping that like on that hard tire that I'd be able to make up most of that time. And then with the way the race was going, I thought there was gonna be another safety car, so I was trying to plan on that as well, to try to compensate for what was kind of going on throughout the whole race.
Or that's all for me. But congrats on that P3.
Thank you, thank you.
Great race, Fragley. You had some support in the chat. Your commentator in AM3, Red Devil, was cheering you on. Looks like some good salt was also happy that you. Good stuff. Hope to see you meet again next. You got Imola coming up, so get locked in. Do it again next week.
All right, we'll do. Excited. I'll see you boys later.
Yeah. Moving on now to the uh, P2 finisher, and I feel like that's gonna sting a little bit again. Spanini, man, you are just absolutely flying every single race, and what was it, a tenth away from the win again tonight? Congratulations yet again, but talk us through your race there.
Yeah, thank you. It was good. Honestly, I'm pretty happy that we actually ended up getting the double Red Bull like
Yeah,
podium there in the
yeah,
end. So that's a good thing. But yeah, the race was going okay at the beginning. I'd say before the safety car. I wasn't really sure whenever like Mail pitted. I thought it was too early, but knowing the track, I was like the undercut might be too strong. So I decided to pit a lap after him, and I think Salt stayed out. And then that safety car came, and I think I was in like ninth place, and I didn't know if I was gonna be able to overtake 9 people because I didn't also notice if they pitted or not. Because I guess Salt didn't pit because he pitted in this like later in the race, so
Yep.
I was really surprised. Um, so I was going pretty smoothly. Mail was pretty quick. I just, stayed in his DRS. I think I was running a bit higher downforce than he was because in sector 2, I was able to recharge a lot of my battery, just drop it to medium. Um, and I think ERS wise, I was doing pretty well. But it's like you can't really go in with a strategy sometimes, especially in a track like Hungary, because safety cars are so easy to come out. It was really just, I don't know, you just kind of had to get lucky. And in the end, everything was there. It's just I had my ERS on none on that restart. So I was really confused how like Mail got such a good start on me and Bandut was pulling away from me. It's like there's no way, there's no way they're pulling away from me. And then like I think pretty much when I got to like sector 3, then I realized, oh, I was on none the entire time. And then I turned it on hot lap and was able to actually overtake Fragley because I mean to be fair, I mean he was fighting me, but that's fair. Like he's going for a podium. I think at that point it was like he was in 4th place.
Hmm.
So, I mean that's the game, right? So,
Definitely.
I think it was fair. There was a bit of contact going into it, but that's like a 50-50 thing. Like I could have braked a little bit earlier, kind of avoided it, but it didn't spin me out, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with that and stuff. But yeah, once I found my hot lap mode, then I was able to overtake both of them. But by then it was just not enough time. I think if I had one more lap, I definitely would have had
Hmm.
Mail Carton because he had that front wing damage. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's similar story.
The elusive win. Still looking
Yeah.
for it. Oh man, I gotta say though, you put in the performance every week in qualifying. Got 3 races left now. Wish that whoever was updating the standings cough me did it sooner so we could know where exactly everybody's at. But that'll be done soon. Do you think that you got anything in the tank left for mounting up a win in the last 3 races, or even a little bit of fight to fight up a little bit higher in the championship standings?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say. Well, Imola, I actually always liked. I don't know what it's like on this year's game. I haven't tried it yet. Las Vegas, like we're gonna see all 5 safety cars come out there.
Yep.
I think, yeah. So
Yep.
I don't even know. I don't even know how to prepare for that one. Abu Dhabi is actually pretty good too. I don't mind it. All these tracks are very raceable. Um, I don't know. It just comes down to a little bit of luck in the end. I feel like in terms of pace, it's like this is the best I can do. It just comes down to like not making these minor mistakes that keeps costing me. And then hopefully no late safety cars because they always tend to happen when when I'm leaving for some reason.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Man, like I said, just don't have the luck on your side this season, it seems, but you have the pace, you're doing everything great, just not working in your direction. So hopefully something comes your way in the last 3 races and see you finally stand on that top step. Rob, you got any questions for finisher?
Yeah, I've been holding this question. So at the
Oh,
late,
oh.
well, the late safety car, you went for the mediums. How come? Just let
Oh,
everyone
like
know.
so when I was looking at my tire wear coming off of like qualifying, they were like 6%. I didn't know when the safety work could go in. It actually went one lap later than I thought it would. But even then, like if I had like 7% softs, I don't really like. I rather have like 0% mediums over 7% softs. I think it was still good at the end. I felt like I had good like even pace to the soft runners. But I was able to catch Mail Carton. I mean, he had front wing damage, but I was also able to pull away from like Fragley. He said he messed up a couple corners, so that makes sense. But from the rest of the pack as well, I was able to pull away from them, probably thanks to Bandut. Um, but yeah, I just wanted the 0% mediums. I don't think they were going to be that much slower than like used softs. If I had fresh softs, I definitely would have put them on, but I just didn't. So I I was like, I don't know. I already raced the mediums early in the race. They felt good. So I'm
Yeah,
just gonna go back on the mediums.
there you go. There you
And
go, Rob. Mystery solved. Didn't
yeah,
have any fresh
and one
ones.
more question as well.
Hmm.
This is an interesting one. So in the closing laps of Mel Carson, do you think you made any mistakes you could have fixed midway through?
Um, in my catching up to him, not really. My goal the lap before was to get in DRS, which I did. And then after that, it was like I needed to make the move into turn 2, and if I didn't there, I was just trying to get him offline. But he did a good job keeping it so that I couldn't stick a nose in like anywhere around him. Otherwise, we were both crashing out. But I just tried to like mess up his line a couple times. Like I think one chance I had was through the chicane. There's no way I'm overtaking side by side through the chicane, but I wanted him to try to get a bad exit, to see if I could do anything. But yeah, it's just so hard to overtake at Hungary if it's not on the main streets. So I think the only thing that I know that I could have done is just switch that ERS to hot lap. I would have had a better start, and I would have probably been like right behind Mail Carton, and I would have just waited till the last lap to use DRS to overtake. But hindsight's 2020.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Well,
that's it for me. But congrats on that P2.
Thank you, thank you.
congrats on the P2. Check to see if Mail Carton, you here? I know he's having trouble.
No, he's not here.
No, not here. Well,
No.
I'm sure he said that he's the best driver in AM2. And he dominated, and that is that. No, I'm sure he didn't say. Congrats to Mail Carton on the win. That is it for tonight in Hungary. We've still got some more races happening in Hungary. If you want to check into that action, that is going to be tomorrow, Thursday, 9 p.m. UK, and I think that's 4 p.m. Eastern, and AM1 will be 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night with Electric Entree on the comms. Great stuff happening there. Hopefully, new drivers will be showing up tomorrow. The grid's been kind of limited the last few weeks, but we've got a couple new drivers coming in. Hopefully, spice up the grid, spice up the action a bit more. So hope to see you there. But if you want to check into more AM2, that'll be next week, Imola, same time, same place, Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there from the top 3 finishers, Neil Carton, Bragley, and Splanini, myself, BK, and my co-commentator, Rob Starr, and my other co-commentator who unfortunately had to check out tonight. Queens, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you guys next week.